Hey guys, Sodex here, and we're going to do a deck profile. Yeah, sorry for the last 2 weeks I haven't been posting. The first time I said that I was working on the G Zone stuff, which is true because the fire session did come out at that time, and I was working on I was working on how what strides and G guardians to add to the decks and been testing it out. So yeah, so that's for the 2 weeks ago. Last week I didn't post anything because I was at Anime North and I got home and I got really tired and I didn't want to record anything. So yeah, so that was 2 weeks of posting nothing, and now we're finally here. The first Sunday of June, I believe. Yes, first night of June. It's kind of raining outside, and yeah, and we're going to do this deck profile. So deck profile is going to be on Victor once again. With the new stuff from the new Fires Collection stuff. It's going to be a quicker deck profile because, for the most part, the deck didn't change so much. What changed was like the grade ones and the trigger lineup and the G zone. So yeah, so I won't be going into details of the cards that I already talked about in the previous deck profile. I'm just gonna go through them quickly. So yeah, so starting Vanguard, Runbhol, nothing much else to say. Rumble's good. Rumble's a good starter. Yeah, restand when you GB1, nothing much else to say. Grade 3s didn't change. For Victor, Victor is your stride. Damn glare. Yeah, Victor is the grade 3 you want to ride. One secret rare, 1 SP, because I'm baller like that. But yeah, he's your main grade 3. You want to ride into him. Nothing much else to say about Victor. Then, also what didn't change, still the same. Crystaldevil, your backup grade 3. You see with the glare, I'm sorry. Try to get some light in there. But yeah, for the most part, the grade 3 lineup hasn't changed. 4 Victor, 3 Crystaldevil. Grade 2 lineup didn't change at all. So you still got the 4 Arbarail, which is your Glimmer Breath clone. You got your 4 Cool Hanks, which is your Amber clone. Then you got your 4 Sazanda, which is basically your friggin' key card, your MVP. So yeah, grade 2 lineup hasn't changed at all. Grade 1s, there are minor changes with the grade 1s. What didn't change is 4 stride enablers, because it is a stride deck, you need to stride. So yeah. 4 Malyaki. Malyaki's too good. Really good with the rush ability. So yeah, that hasn't changed. And then 4 GPGs. GPGs. Yeah. 4 whatever. 4 perfect guards, G perfect guards, because with the new stuff, with the new stride, you are unflipping. You're going to need to unflip more. So obviously, the unflipping perfect guards. And then what changed was I run 2 Cladon mechanics now, just for the unflip, because again, because of Bustered, you're going to go through a lot more counterblasts. So yeah, so 2 Cladon mechanics for the unflip. So yeah, when placed on rearguard circle, you unflip 1 damage. That's it. It's free. Nothing much else to say. And it's a good 7k booster still, so it's pretty good. Trigger lineup. The trigger lineup has changed. I run 7 crits, because crit is pressure. 4 of the Victor crit for the +1 draw, +5k, and then red lightning for the unflips. 5 draws, because you're going to need to draw into your combo pieces. So yeah. And then 4 heals, because heals are going to heal and you're going to need the G-guard when you need to G-guard. So yeah. So that's changed. I don't run the stands anymore because you're already standing so much with Victor's skill and Cool Hank and Arbarail and your stride. So yeah. Don't really want to run stands anymore. And just want to try to go full out pressure and then more draws so you can draw into your pieces that you need in order to do stuff. Okay, so G Zone, I'm going to go through some of the old stuff before I go to the new stuff. G Zone, 4 Victor, stride, still the same. I still like him. Run 4, he's good. 2 Victoplasma, he's your finisher. Nothing much else to say. Restander, that's always good. 1 Tribrut. Tribrut because I like that he can kind of control your opponent's field. You can always you can use a skill to retire a guy that you don't like. Yeah, and still count +1, so you can still run a flip. You can run the Unflippers. That's why. You can swap him out for Vic-Ten if you don't like the counterblast to retire guys and you just want the on-hit pressure. Personally, I prefer Tribrut because again, I have somewhat control of my opponent's field with him. I can force retire a dude. Yep. So now on to the new stuff. 1 Sea Breeze, because grade 2 just in case someone plays a grade 2 game, or you can punish people who are grade stuck, because that's now a thing. Because so he is Counterblast 2 and discard a card from your hand. If your Vanguard is a grade 3 and the number of cards in your G zone face up is 0 and your opponent's at grade 2 and they didn't arrive that turn, you can pay the cost and you stride Sea Breeze onto him. So yeah. Just help you with, well, especially for this deck, you kind of need to get your GB1 skills up so you can do shenanigans. So Sazanda can become like stupid. So yeah, 1 Sea Breeze just for that grade 2 game. You only need 1 because most skills procs at GB1 anyways. So yeah, that's fine. The other stride is 4 Meteokaiser Bustered. Yeah, he is the GR that came out in the Fires Collection 2016, because it is 2016, right? Yeah. So his skill is Counterblast 1 and choose a card. Choose a face-down card from G zone, try to face up. When this unit attacks, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose the number of rear guards as the same number of Bustered in your G zone face up and stand them. And then if 2 of them were stand and you have 5 rear guards until end of battle, this unit gets the ability Counterblast 1, choose 2 cards from your hand and discard them. At the end of the battle, you may pay the cost. If you do, this unit stands and it loses 2 drive checks. So he becomes a single drive check. So a little clarification, because people will make this mistake. In order to get the restand ability, you have to stand 2 cards using his ability. So has to be he can't really use this as you can't really use the restand as the first stride. You have to use it as the second stride. What I mean by that is that if you restand this card and then Runbhol and Runbhol stands from his own skill, that doesn't work because his skills activate after his skill. It's the timing thing. You have to what's the word? You have to finish. His skill activates first before Runbhol's skill. So because Runbhol's skill he stood after his skill, you won't get the restand ability because the timing for his ability is done. You only restood 1 guy. Runbhol doesn't count as the second guy. So at most, he's your second stride. You can use the restand as a second stride when you stride a second time in order to get the restand ability. Because at that point, you're probably going to have you're already going to have 2 face-up Bustered in your G zone. So then you're gonna restand 2 guys from his skill, and also Victor on stride skill doesn't count as well. Again, it has to be his own skill from the face-up cards in the G zone. I know people I saw comments before saying that, oh yeah, we can in a riser deck when I stand Masura Riser, and then I can use a skill to restand something else and procs, and then it procs as a Bustered skill. No, it doesn't. It does not work like that. Masura's skill activates after Bustered skill. Once that happens, you lost your chance to do that. So yeah. Remember, his skill. I wish they worded it better, but again. So yeah. Then finally, G Guardians. I run 2 Blue Prison G Guardians. So he becomes a 20k shield when you have equal or more damage than to your opponent. So yeah, it's not that great because it relies on your opponent's damage. You can actually knock him down to 1. I think I've seen some people only run 1 of him. But as of right now, I only run 2 because like he looks cool. I'm not gonna lie. I'm running him because he looks really cool. 1 Dismal. This is for those friggin' DP players or Kagero players or anything that attacks your rear guards first. So yeah, you can take out 1 blue prison for a second Dismal. It's totally up to you. But right now I'm running 1, and then 1 Screw, because 25k shield when you discard a card from your hand. So yeah, other than that, that's it for this deck profile. It actually it went on a lot longer than I expected, probably because of the Bustered. But yeah, for the most part, the deck didn't really change that much. It's just a few minor changes to the G zone, the trigger lineup, and the grade 1s. But other than that, that's it for this deck profile, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.